What's going on, everyone? Today we have a review of the Fifine AM8, and before we get started, there's two things I wanted to mention. So first and foremost, I always look for the best of my setup, literally for every single thing that I have. I have spent a ton of time and countless hours trying to get the best possible thing for my setup within my budget. And whenever we talk about this microphone, this is going to be on the budget side of the spectrum for those that are looking to get into having a microphone in the first place. For me, whenever I first started, I went straight with a Blue Yeti, and then gradually I went from that to the Shure SM7B that I have now. Again, any change that I've made to my setup has come from a simple idea. What's the best thing that I'm looking for within my budget? What is the best thing that I can possibly get? When we talk about this microphone, it is going to be again on the budget end. It is a cardioid microphone under 60 bucks, designed for anything and everything that you want it to do. If you're looking to play, stream, do any kind of other content creation, you're going to be able to use this both with USB as well as XLR. Three things that I wanted to go through really quick. First, you're going to have the RGB lighting here on the bottom. You have this button here that is going to allow you to change whatever color you want it to be. You have the two knobs here, both for gain and volume. And then on the back is honestly the best part of what's on the microphone, and that's going to be the mute button. So the mute button is way better than what I currently have on a microphone that is 3 times the price, if not 4 times the price. This mute button is super convenient from what I'm currently using. If you're wanting to get this, it comes in black, white, or pink. It has obviously it comes with a desktop stand, and then it has the pop filter built in, it already comes on the microphone. And then you're going to have the USB cable to plug it in with USB. Again, this is under 60 bucks. Typically, you can get it even cheaper than that, really around like 45 to 60. And this is a solid point to get into having a microphone and being able to kind of just have something to start with before you look to upgrade in the future. From a compatibility standpoint, one thing that I wanted to mention is this is only going to work with Windows, Mac, and PlayStation. If you were wanting to use this for an Xbox, it is not going to work. And the last thing I wanted to mention kind of within that is if you have it plugged into USB, everything on the microphone, the buttons, the RGB button, the tap to mute button are all going to work. If you put this into XLR, it is not. Really, the main thing that I wanted to kind of go through and talk about, though, is the build quality and just the microphone itself. So first and foremost, whenever we kind of go through and look over the entirety of the microphone, the microphone itself is plastic. The stand, this piece here, is metal. And I mean, from a build quality standpoint, because it's plastic, it feels really light and somewhat sturdy. But you definitely get what you pay for build quality wise. It doesn't feel as premium as sturdy as a Shure mic and its stand. And the two things that I kind of wanted to mention from a build quality standpoint, one, the tension, even at its tightest setting, this still moves a lot. I haven't personally had an issue. The base that they use is sticky, so you don't have to worry about this moving a whole lot unless you have a whole lot of force. But the microphone, at least whenever it's plugged in, if the cable gets moved, you have the potential for it to move since it is not fully in place. If you're wanting to buy a microphone, I would recommend getting a boom arm. It makes life significantly easier. It doesn't matter what microphone you buy. I would just recommend getting a boom arm because, again, to me, it just makes your life infinitely easier. If you don't, I'd recommend at least ensuring you put it somewhere it won't move around a whole lot to make sure you don't have any issues whenever you're using it. From a sound quality and performance test, the entire time I have been using my main microphone. To finish, I will be using this microphone again just to compare from a $200-300 microphone to something you get less than $60. Now I'm gonna put it here and at least use it as a test. I'm also going to hold it so that you can see the difference whenever it's actually closer to your mouth. Again, I would recommend using a boom arm because this is essentially what it would sound like. Again, I mean, when we talked about build quality, I mean, it's a little lacking, but you're paying less than $60 for a microphone. And even though build quality might be a little off, definitely makes it up in sound quality. It's great at removing background noise. And I mean, even if I'm using the keyboard here and tapping, you're not really going to hear a lot in the background. It is slightly V-shaped, which is going to be good in terms of quality and clarity whenever you're talking. But again, for best results, you want to make sure that it's as close to your mouth as possible. Overall, although the build quality could be better, again, the sound quality really makes up for it. And for $60, really under $60, this is a solid pickup for those looking to get in the door of content creation without spending 2 to 3 times the amount. So, with that being said, if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comment section down below, and I will catch you all next time. Start a riot.